Good morning, dear children. As you all know that we are going with the lesson how many times. Today, children, we are taking subtopic multiplying big numbers. How to multiply big numbers. In this topic, I must tell you a story of James. He is going to amusement park. You know what is an amusement park? Amusement park is a park that features various attractions such as rides, games, as well as other events for entertainment purposes. James is going to amusement park with Raju and Geeta. The entry ticket is rupees 22 per person. How can James find the total amount he has to pay to buy 3 tickets? James has to pay 22 plus 22 plus 22. This is repeated addition. Can you think another way to solve this problem? We know repeated addition is the same as multiplication. James can solve this problem by multiplying 2 with 3. 3 times 2 is 66. 3 times 2 is 66. James and his friends decide to have a glass of juice. James and his friends decide to have a glass of juice before enjoying their rides. Each juice costs rupees 10. They buy 3 glasses of juice. How much they have to pay to 3 glasses of juices? They should pay, yes, 3 times 10, which is equal to 30 rupees. Let us see more multiplication sums where one or let us see more multiplication sums where one or both numbers are multiples of 10. 10 into 2 is equal to 20. 10 into 4 is equal to 40. 10 into 8 is equal to 800. 20 into 20 is equal to 400. 300 into 1200. 300 into 4 is equal to 1200. Do you observe any pattern here? When we multiply with multiples of 10, we multiply both numbers without zeros and then add total number of zeros in the product. Now James and his friends want tickets for their ride. Each ride costs rupees 24 and they decided to take 12 rides. How can they find the total cost of their rides? They need to multiply 24 with 12, isn't it? Here we have to multiply two-digit numbers. Let us first do it using a graph. You know graph paper? You have math notebook. There is also a pattern like graph. I'll show you just now. The number 24. The number 24. The number 20. This is the graph. Let you see the graph first. The number 24 has 2 tens and 4 ones. Look at the left side of graph. There is written 2 tens and 4 ones. And the numbers 12. 12 has 1 10 and 2 ones. So look at the graph on the horizontal side of the on the horizontal side to represent the first number. We mark a point after 20 squares and another after 4 squares. Okay, children, do you follow me? Now on the vertical side, you know horizontal and vertical. I have already told you. Now on the vertical side, make a point after 10 squares like this and another after 2 squares. Extend lines from all the points till the lines intersect and make 4 rectangles. Just see 4 rectangles: green, yellow, purple and blue. 4 rectangles. Now count the number of squares in each rectangle. First rectangle has 20 squares. When you will count, you will find 20 squares across and 10 squares down. So it has 20 into 10 or 200 squares. First one has 200 squares. Small squares. First rectangle has 200 squares. The second rectangle has 20 columns and 2 squares in each column. So the total number of squares are 20 into 2, which is equal to 40 squares. Now, third rectangle has 10 rows. Look at it carefully. It has 10 rows with 4 squares in each row. So there are 4 into 10. 4 into 10, which is equal to 40 squares. And the fourth rectangle has squares in 4 columns and in 2 rows. Look at it carefully. So, there are 4 into 2, that is 8 squares in this rectangle. We now add these numbers by writing them vertically, one below the other. Look at it. We start adding from ones place. We start adding from ones place. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8 is 8. Then we move to the tens place. Just see. Then we move to the tens place. 0 plus 4 is equal to 8. Now we move to hundreds place. Adding, at the hundreds place we get 2. So the product of 24 into 2 is equal to 288. Let us verify this answer using another method called lattice method. For this, draw a square. To verify now, through lattice method, you have to draw a square and draw 2 lines joining the midpoints of the opposite sides. Now, after this, you draw diagonals. Draw a diagonal draw a diagonal across each of the 4 small squares. Let us begin one number on top and another on the side like this. Like this. Let us begin one number on top and another number on the side. As shown in the picture. Now look at the square. Write the tens part of the number and ones part of the number as shown. Like this. We start by multiplying 2 numbers which match up for a box. So here 4 into 1 like this. 4 into 1, we write 4 in ones position and 0 in tens position. Now we move to the next square. 4 into 2, we write 8 in ones position and 0 in tens position. Moving to next square. 2 into 2 is 4, and we will write it in ones position and 0 in tens position. Now moving to the last square. 2 into 2 is 4, and we will write 2 in ones position and 0 in tens position. Now we have to add across diagonals. See how we will add. Just see. Since 8 is the only number here, we write 8 below like this. Across the next diagonal, we add 4 plus 0 plus 4 is equal to 8. So we will write 8 below it. Just see in the picture how we have written 8. Moving to the next diagonal, 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 2. And in the last diagonal, there is 0 only, the number. So we will write 0. We will read the number. Just see. Now how we will read the number? What is our answer? We will read the number across the L form. We will read the numbers across the L form to get the answer, which in this case is 288. 288. Interesting, isn't it? Just see. We got the answer. And that too. Same numbers multiplied using two different numbers. In first method, we got 288, and this method also, we got 288. Same way, children, you can do other sums also. Just see, these are the answers. This is the 288. Now, to start with the topic, multiplying big numbers. In your book, Math Magic, at page 135, 2 toffees were given to each student in the class. If there were 34 students, how many toffees were given in all? Total students present are 34. Each student gets 2 toffees. So total number of toffees given is 32 times 2, isn't it? 32 times 2. How we will manage it? How we will multiply it now? Just look at it. What we have to do, we'll break 34 into parts. Into parts, yes. How we can find 34 times 2 now? Bharti has written it 30 plus 4, and you have to multiply it with 2. Just see how she is going to multiply. I'm just taking out pencil. Just see how she is going to multiply now. First she multiplied 30 multiplied by 2 is 20. Just see how she has done it. And then she has multiplied 4 with 2. 2 fours are 8, 2 30s are 60, isn't it? Now what she did? 60 plus 8. 60 plus 8 is 68. So the answer is toffees in all are 68. This is the answer, isn't it? This is how you will do big multiplication questions. Same way, if you have 2-digit multiplications, you can also do that sum. Also, I'll come to the Google Meet. I will teach you over there how 2 digits big multiples are to be done. So goodbye and have a great day.